Okie dokie. Okay, so 54, nicely charged. Let's just have a look at, yep, that's what I want. Okay, so first experiment. Let's see if it'll exactly get up my driveway. Okay, well, that got up my driveway exactly as I expected, and the other one just wouldn't do it at all. Need a lot of kicking. Okay, so let's go. That's interesting. You definitely feel the torque steer from the front. Okay, we're doing 28 k's up this hill, 32 k's up this hill. Never done that before. 36 k's up this hill. Cruise control engaged. 30 k's up this hill. Never done that before. And now 26 k's up the hill. This thing just fucking rockets compared to the single motor on these steep hills. That's fucking super impressive. Definitely feel the torque steer in the front. You can tell that something's happening. I don't know if that's because of the motor or what, but roaring along. We're dropping down to, 46. Bike feels really good. So, interesting. Bit of a surge there. Don't know what's going on. 33 k's. That's kind of weird. I don't know what's doing that. Just doing a few little kicks here. That'll explain what the guy said to me. The guy said to me that when I bought this, that it's actually unlimited. So that means I probably don't need to go into the firmware to hack it. That's interesting. That means the latest batch coming into Australia seemed to be that way. 27, 25. Okay, I've got cruise control engaged now. So that's better. 48 volts. Geez, it was fucking hammering it down to 46 before, so. Okay, let's do a rundown here. See what we get. 27. I think I'll just disengage everything. So now it's actually only rolling. We've hit 34. We've hit 35. We've hit 36. I'm going to do a little bit of a braking because I haven't been around this corner at 36 before. Okay, 30, yeah, 31. That's pretty impressive. It's a lovely morning out here today. 30. Yep, there's no two ways about it. This has become quite the speed monster now. I would say that, in my own personal opinion, this speed is totally sufficient. Actually, the heavier front end seems to do less clanking over bumps, so that's interesting. G'day, Charlie. Yeah. Okay, so that's really good. So I've engaged cruise control at about 29. Let's see how effective it maintains that at. Oh, my phone thinks that it's turned around the other way. I think I'll probably just change that. There we go. 30 kilometers an hour still. So the cruise control, even with the unlimited, allows you to maintain a decent operational speed. I totally recommend you pay attention to the voltmeter, because if you're not, here we go. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, now we come up this one and 25. Yep, this is battery drop down to 48 under that load. Yeah, you could punish the fuck out of this battery if you weren't careful. But yeah, it's a lot faster machine than the single. Handlebars feel really good and stable. I like it. Coming killed by a car. Doesn't jump as well, and there's a torque reaction when you jump because of the wheel, I guess. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Fucking 49. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You'd be hard pressed to complain about things. Now, there we go. So, fucking made it all the way up this driveway, eh? Fuck me dead. That's impressive. Well, let's do a bit of a harassment test. Go to the bottom of my driveway, see if I can make it up from down on the ground here. Because if I can, that's quite good. Okay, there's my actual motorbike. Okay, so let's take it from here, where, you know, it's got pretty much a little bit of a running start. And so 1, 2, 3, and 47 and 46, quite a few bumps all the way to the top, and the cruise control actually kicked in already on that distance, so they may have done something with the cruise control. Let's just stick it down there for a sec. Okay, so someone was bitching about this popping up and getting filled with water and some such shit, but I don't really think it makes a big difference. What's going on here? Ah, that stuff at the backs. Yeah, no, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, having trouble getting that. Oh no, that's sat down with a little bit of a press. Okay, so there's a few minor changes compared to the model that I have, or the single wheel model that I have. One change is that the surface finish appears to have changed. It seems to be painted, and I know that because when I was taking the cover off this, which is made out of just cardboard sticky taped on, the sticky tape peeled that one off. But that's no big deal. Now the battery hangs down a lot further on this model, which, you know, depending upon how you are, can take you by surprise, because like it took me by surprise because I banged it on the step getting it out, because I've never hit the other one, but obviously I know how much clearance the other one has. The ride is fantastic. You'll notice that the neck here is actually really good solid material, like it's fucking solid cast stuff. You can see the casting marks there, compared to some of those Zeros that I see with the next brake, and you know, this is actually a very solid mount in here. Those other ones are just toys, really. I mean, you know, that's the thing, you know, these things are essentially, the mercanes are essentially a transport machine that's not meant to be like super lightweight. But, you know, the other ones are really aimed at people who are attracted by candy. So this is, you know, pretty plain Jane, you know, meat and 3 veg, but my summary is, fuck, it's the business. The only kind of question I have is how well that's going to go up against snagging on stuff that I might actually go, you know, around. I can see why they've got it there, but I think it could be a bit shorter. You know, not much, but the routing's a bit generous. Well, there it is. There's my summary. And by the way, I was chatting to my mate the other day who's a mechanical engineer, and he actually really likes this. And I don't know if it's visible here, but you know, these tyres have got some compliance in them. You know, like when you press it, you can see that it goes down. So they're not solid tyres like people make out they are. And he's a mountain biker, and he had a squeeze of the tyres and went, that's exactly the sort of pressures that I'd run my mountain bikes on. Because not everyone who rides bikes seriously, you know, is fascinated by super smooth comfort. And so the problem with the pneumatic tyres is flats, and this, as you see, you know, was going along fine. I hope the audio worked out well. And you ain't going to get a flat on it. I mean, I can tell you, I've fucking punished my last ones, and it didn't have problems. So anyway, there it is. So I'll just give this a quick fold down. Nah, bugger it, couldn't be bothered. I'll be using it again in a minute. There you go. And still 52.7.